Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Philipp Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers.
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Vinicius Junior really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Some really good ball movement. Cristiano Ronaldo. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Lahm. This is a promising build-up. Little pass back.
Bullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cucurella. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pelé. Ah, that's a fine interception. Vieira. Quarter of an hour played.
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pelé. Looking for options for movement. Barella. France do have a chance to counter here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Vieira. It's Bellingham. Musiala. And it's Bellingham. And it's Lahm. Played back into the centre. Now, can they get him away? Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary. Now it's Hunnit. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Barella. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Great vision. There's the shot! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Vieira. Oh, this looks sharp. To Barella. Vinicius Junior. Barella, done delicately. And he welcomes it in.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Madrid are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Barella. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. And the counter is on. Brilliantly cut out. Musiala. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Barella. And it's Barella. Yamal. Valverde. Cucurella. And he's managed to get free. He's well positioned here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vieira. Has a look and plays it forward. And for the first half, that is that. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he's had it nicked away. Yamal. Lahm. Bellingham. Salam. Tries to pass it through. Pullet receives it in a wide position.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Madrid clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Bellingham. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Gets his head on it! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
France find a position of real strength now. Passing nice and neat.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That is lovely. And it's Bellingham. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Cristiano Ronaldo, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
No, again there's no way through. Bellingham.
Changement en cours.
Barella. And it's Palmer. Vieira. Musiala. And he's running through. And the shot! And he's there to get it away. Vieira. Oh, it's Dembele. He has found the way through. Dembele. Barella. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Hullet. Lahm. That's an imaginative pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. Good read, needed to be. Lahm is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Keeper's got good distance on that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Musiala. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And it's Vieira. Dembele. Mbappe. And it's Dembele! He's kept it out just.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Palmer with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's been... And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Chers spectateurs, je vous invite à consulter l'écran pour retrouver les horaires des trains au départ des grandes lignes.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Mignon claims comfortably. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Lahm. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's a key interception. Palmer.
Madrid are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Musiala. Good purposeful running this. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Palmer. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Musiala opts for safety. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Palmer. Barella wins the duel this time. That has been cut short. Palmer. No, that was never going to make it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. Lahm finding himself in space. Getting up there! Against the crossbar! And now they can clear their lines. Pele conjures time and space where few can. And here's Hullet. Vieira. Barella.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vieira. And it's Hullet. Barella. Musiala. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Thuram. Out for a throw. Quality ball. Vieira. Palmer running with intent. Great vision. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Vieira. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Musiala. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. That's Vieira. And it's Musiala. Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
France with the corner, they're first. Palmer getting this one clear. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half.
Pele! It's there!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Musiala, and it's made its way to him. Chance! And no mistake. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels... Oh, what a mistake! This looks promising. And Hullet! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And he can clear it away. Vieira. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now he's got space here, and he's intervened well there. Vieira. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Barella. Now it's Musiala. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's picked his way through, showing good feet. Cucurella has it out wide and in space. Pele makes a dash for it. Plays it in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now this could be a chance. Gives it back. Caresses it through. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Nesta can get it clear.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the keeper gets his hands on it. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lahm. That has ended up in no man's land. Cristiano Ronaldo currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Lahm. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? Hangs in a cross. And straight back out. He's on it, can shot, surely! Now, can they get him away? He has a look up. Not a hint of offside here. Nice control. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Thuram is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now the cross. Cleared away. And it's Vieira. Barella! Off the post!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, nicely intercepted. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8, le numéro 15.
Stern test is for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Le numéro 14, le numéro 10.
And here's Messi.
Le numéro
Him
30.
and Messi!
Messi. Le numéro 4.
Another one of football's and how moments.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Vieira. Valverde. Knocks it into space. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been cut out, well played. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koundé. Mbappe. This is a promising build-up. Closing in on goal. Gullit is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Vieira. And this is Lukaku. Vinicius Junior. Koopmeiners. Gullit. Oh, good read. Yildiz. And that's been intercepted. He's played it back. And that is a little undercooked.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the far post. And we're halfway through extra time. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 3.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Le numéro 5.
It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Valverde. Now it's Rafael Leao, and the counter is on. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Barella. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Barella cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence.
Lukaku! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Madrid with the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Messi. Vinicius Junior gets it away. He's had it taken off him.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Rodrigo de Paul looking to pass their way up the pitch. France could have here their final chance. Desperate defending required here. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, relief! Relief at last, the final whistle. Madrid pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Lukaku taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Madrid have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bellingham. Passes short and sharp. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose...
Barella with the foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Barella, that's destined for the flank. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good play on the left-hand side here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pele. And it's Vieira. Played out wide. That's very neat. Delivers the ball. Oh, great leap! There it is! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Bellingham. And they've got rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Thuram making good progress on the right-hand side. Musiala. And it's Hullet. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Barella. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Barella. Thuram. Nice interception, well timed. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Pele. He's found a way through. Chance! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Thuram's, oh, good climb! Relentless! Just relentless! Irrepressible! Imperious! That's what makes him what he is! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vinicius Junior.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And it's Vieira. And it's Hullet. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Madrid, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. Cucurella.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Pele, good chance here! And how did he not make it 4?
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Barella. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's there to get it away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Pele. Aimed beyond the defence. Corner it is. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. Un jeune garçon vêtu d'un t-shirt jaune attend ses parents au secrétariat du club. Ses parents sont priés de se faire connaître auprès d'un stadier.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Aimed beyond the defence. Thuram picks it up out wide. That is good strength. Koundé's cross. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Shifted upfield. And it's Bellingham. A temporary retreat here.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Barella gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And the pass is intercepted. That could have got real chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Looking for the run. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. Oh, good climb! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nuno Mendes.
France definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Ronaldo chasing after it. Vieira. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Nesta. Lahm. Oh, this looks sharp. Pelé. That's very neat. And here's Chris, takes a shot! Barella. Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Thuram. Vieira. And Mendes. Nesta. Over to the other side. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Pelé. And it's Barella. Cucurella. He has found a way through. Cucurella crosses.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's gone for a throw-in. Vieira. Thuram. To Barella. Half-time getting close now. Musiala. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Vinicius Junior. This is a promising build-up. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Nesta. So a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Bellingham. And it's Vieira. And it's Lahm. That's good play. Lahm delivers. Tries to get it clear. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cucurella. No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Vinicius Junior. Musiala. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Bellingham. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Hullet. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's onside, and can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out! And it's Barella. Very nicely done. Fred's won it. Big chance! And he's there to get it away.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nice interception, well timed. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Vieira. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Bellingham.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Tries to play it through. Vieira. Thuram. Lahm. Musiala.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Played into space. Thuram. To Lahm. Can he finish? Oh, quite a conclusion, but that is it, the end. Madrid looked for a second that they might steal it there, but we still have deadlock. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8. Le numéro
So our
15.
quest to find the winner continues.
Le numéro 7. Le numéro 16.
Rice.
Lam. Alors
And it's Vieira.
le numéro 14. Le numéro 10.
Mbappe!
Le numéro...
Oh, he's done it! Has he won it? He just might have won it!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first moment of real significance. And they win it back again. Oh, good-looking ball. And he's intervened well there. Cucurella. Koopmeiners. Now this could be a chance. Great vision. No, it's come to nothing.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Rice. Hullet. And Hullet! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a good run down the right. Valverde. Good ball, good... Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Yildiz! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
And it's Lukaku, just eases him off the ball. And we're halfway through extra time. So 15 key minutes of football still to come. One side will throw everything at it, the other looks to protect a 1-0 scoreline with its life. And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Looking for options for movement. And he's there to clear it. Lukaku. It's Lukaku! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
France are looking to go forward now. And that has put play to that. Now it's to Paul. And it's Koopmeiners. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Leicester did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's found a way through. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And they've got rid. Taken back almost at once. Nicely weighted ball. That is lovely. Oh, he's played. And the shot! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
There it is, the whistle. No avoiding penalties. Madrid found a way, somehow.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of mettle and mentality from the spot. Rice to go first. And he does it with poise.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Vinicius Junior, the next man to walk up to the spot. 1-1. So both teams on the board. Kimmich, second in line for them. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Lukaku is the second man to step up for his team. No! Hit it straight down the keeper's throat.
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target. I actually think he was quite brave to do that, Peter, but it was the right result.
Mbappe, the third man up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Denied! He's made the save!
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Hullet, the last of the designated 5.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
He must, but can he? Now there's a penalty. And the drama continues. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off. It's all about his mindset now.
And that will do it.
Well, that's just wonderful, Peter. The pressure was on, but that's just superb mentality. The mindset did stay strong.
Madrid have won it by the barest of margins. Two sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Well, Peter, those players knew they were in for a battle, and you can finally sense this kind of collective release from them here. They could have made their lives easier by making more of what chances they had, but, you know, you can't have it all your own way.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
On demande aux bénévoles de venir se présenter au PC de sécurité.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
Lahm has the space to scheme.
Gullit. Good read, needed to be.
Looking for options for movement.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game, but he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Knocks it into space.
Tries a shot! And he's done it!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Some intricate passing, looking to...
Gullit!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Ronaldo goes short. That is chance!
Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
That's a shade optimistic. Konate. And it's Lahm. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldo gets into a good position.
And that has been cleared. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ronaldo wants to run onto this. Valverde. Courtois claims comfortable. No, he's not getting his way this time. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bellingham.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Paris Saint-Germain are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Palmer.
There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Grimaldo. And that's aimed into the middle.
And he's there to clear it.
Vieira.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, they could break here.
Steaming on goalwards. Not the most accurate pass. Thuram. Oh, can he get onto this? And Cucurella. Pelé. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Madrid can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Oh, just skip Vinicius Junior! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And back to the keeper. Alisson. Pelé. Vieira. And it's Palmer.
Oh, that's neat.
This might spell danger.
Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This time, surely! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nice bit of trickery. Now it's Pelé.
Real chance! Superb from Pelé! A finish of true... And that is all they have time for. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Madrid looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. And we are back underway. And here's Vinicius Junior driving through the middle. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Palmer. Grimaldo. It's Bellingham. Pedri. Just eases him off the ball. Palmer.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press.
Pelé, and this is chance for a shot! Relentless, just relentless. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Madrid are having a ball here. This is a promising build-up.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it out wide. That is good alertness. Rafael Varane. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lahm. And it's Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pedri.
Little pass back. That's a cute ball. Now there's a... Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Votre attention, chers spectateurs. Nous vous demandons de bien vouloir garer vos véhicules uniquement dans les parkings prévus les jours de match. Merci de votre compréhension.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters
who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
And he's managed to get free. Shoots! Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another one of them. I think the modern game has allowed him to do what fullbacks are doing generally. They're thriving in terms of getting forward, getting into deep opposition space, and he's one that can't resist any opportunity to make those penetrating runs.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Frimpong. Vinicius Junior. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely aimed.
And the finish! And he's done it! And we have liftoff!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, he's the one...
He's had a shot!
Oh, it's come off the upright. Deftly away. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
No way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had it taken off him. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Paris Saint-Germain are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Vinicius Junior. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Grimaldo in acres of space out wide. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Konate aimed beyond the defence. Grimaldo picks it up out wide, and it's Azar. Vinicius Junior. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Cucurella looking for options for movement. Cristiano...
Chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Grimaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Hullet.
And the shot!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely feet. Grimaldo proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Cucurella. That's good play. Cucurella made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
Chance here to counter. Azar. And it's Pedri. And here's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. That's the keeper's ball. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Madrid can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we are back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Hazard. Oh, good spread. Pedri. Nice interception, well timed.
That's a cute ball.
Rafael Varane. Vieira. Vinicius Junior. It's Pedri. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries to play it through. Valverde. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And this is Pelé. He's found a way through. Oh, look at the space here. Chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Vieira.
Being still separated by the game's only goal.
Vieira. Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to...
Chance, surely! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Le numéro 6.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's Azar. This looks promising. And Dijk deals with that comfortably. And he can thump it away. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's him.
And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Paris Saint-Germain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Balde. Madrid are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. And here's the chance to counter. He is through here. Great vision. Pierre. Balde. And he's in on goal. It's Hazard! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And they've got rid. Hazard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's having a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
À leur place, le numéro 5, le numéro 13. Changement.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
João Neves. And it's Hakimi. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Mbappe! And it's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The keeper doing his best to put him off. And no mistake. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, been awarded the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from me, certainly, for him keeping a cool head.
Madrid, moments now away from seeing this one out.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Varane gets across to intercept that.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And he's gone looking for safety. Hakimi. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pull it.
Here's the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Desperate defending required here. João Neves with the short one. And it's played in. Cleared without hesitation. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Madrid demonstrating exactly how to play on hostile ground. They were forced to persevere and be patient, but they never lost their belief nor their focus, and they basically saw a great performance through right to the end.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain.
Great chance! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Gullit. Bellingham wants to run onto this. Varane gets it clear. Madrid have reclaimed it. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Nice control.
Vinicius Junior! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now this could be a chance.
Takes a shot! Well taken goal. And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Wriggles his way through. And it's Valverde. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Real chance!
Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pelé. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Gullit. And he's quick to get rid. Can he get on the end of this? Konate. Bellingham. And Konate. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Palmer. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Pelé. Now, can they get him away? Good ball, good take. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Vieira. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Vieira, who's set up one goal so far. And he is dashing away. Van Dijk with a definite foul there. And it's Bellingham. And here's Hullet. And here's Bellingham. Now it's Hullet. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. And this is Pele.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Vieira. And here's Hullet. Bellingham.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
It's Pele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And he's there to clear it. Vieira can clear it away. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Madrid ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. Down to business again. Koundé. Palmer. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And this is Ronaldo. And he's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Cucurella. And now they can spring out of defence. Konate is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's in here! It's a sweeping cross. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Konate. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Vieira. Pedri. Now it's Pele. Played out towards the right wing. That's put paid to the danger. Ball's gone out of play. Pedri. He's shifting through the gears here. And he has been fouled there.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Ronaldo having a look.
Le numéro 6.
So a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Le numéro 11. Le numéro 23. Changement.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And it's Gullit. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. Pele. Barella.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Varane gets over and intercepts. Barella. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Barella. Played out wide. Now it's Barella. Cucurella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Pele.
Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7, le numéro 21, le numéro 30. À leur place, le numéro 10.
Mbappé.
Le numéro 20.
Over to the other side.
Le numéro 13. Attention.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Dembele. And Koundé. Cucurella. And it's Barella. Yildiz. In with the challenge. Barella. Played out to the left flank. Mbappe finding himself in space. Mbappe! Barella clears without hesitation. Hakimi. And it's Gullit. And he's there to make the challenge. To Barella. Gullit, renowned for his long-range shooting.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Barella getting this one clear. I think we're just about done here. Koundé clears. Konate. And it's Vieira. And he's managed to get rid.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And this is Gullit. That's really well cleared. Mbappe powering forward here. Mbappe. He is through here. Great. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game
from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together, and it's been a very impressive turnaround.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.